Hey guys, this is Mrs. Stix. I'm back again to take a look at Black Desert Mobile that recently launched free to play earlier this month on iOS and Android. Black Desert Online is a monster that has dominated quite literally every platform for a sandbox MMORPG, so it's only natural that this should shift over to mobile as well. But for someone that comes over from the PC version of the game, I had expectations, and boy, were they met. So first off, let's get the big obvious thing out of the way. Yes, the graphics are still phenomenal, even from the phone. If there's one thing that anyone can say about Black Desert in general, it looks damn nice. The character customization leaves nothing lacking. While the classes are minimal, they're still fantastic. There were 3 possible server choices, all of which were labeled busy, which is a great sign right out of the gate. Too often, Stix and I logged into a new game and seen the population display medium, or even worse, low. As of this video, there are currently 5 classes available: the Warrior, Ranger, Witch, Giant, yes, that's actually the name of the class, not the race, and Valkyrie. Just like the non-mobile platforms, these are gender-locked. More classes are of course soon to follow after the game moves into its launch and into more stable waters. One of the first things I noticed while playing the game was that this game felt more like a traditional MMO than the non-mobile version of the game does. There's a sense of a more linear course of quests and more input of voice acting, and they took their time with it. This, of course, doesn't hinder the very open world feel of Black Desert. It just gives you a sense of a bit more purpose while playing. And before you say, but Mrs. Stix, there's loading screens. Yes, there are loading screens between areas, unlike the traditional Black Desert Online. But honestly, it doesn't diminish the feeling like you could just go anywhere and wander around quite a bit. Within these regions are world bosses that you can go and tackle by yourself or with fellow BDOers that you'll see wandering around at every corner of this game. There's daily quests, daily login rewards, and events like the Winter's Celebratory login event going on right now to help boost your character, so now is a great time to go on and join in on the fun. Another big change between the traditional BDO and the mobile version is the addition of your own camp. Here you can hire workers from a pub, hope that they can sober themselves up enough to build up lodging, have a forge going to get more black stones to enhance your gear, and just so much more. There's also even some ancient ruins that you can enter into and fight a boss with other players to give yourself boosts of gear. I went into one of these fights with a few other people and they seemed just as lost as I did as to what you were supposed to do, but eventually I just did it for them and we managed to finish the boss fight. There's even a spot where you can craft, and there's a gathering system within the game where you can go out and get supplies and come back and build up your base, craft potions and gear and, other stuff. There's just so much that goes into the camp, playing a major part in your life in the mobile game, that I'd recommend looking up a guide, because honestly, I couldn't tell you everything that goes into the camp because it blew my mind. You also have a stable which you can breed 2 horses that have reached max level to create an even better horse. Oh, and to put the icing on the cake, your horse just pops out when you whistle for it in world. Thank God. No more leaving your horse behind and forgetting where you put it or having it die not on your watch. I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me on the PC version. At level 18, you can unlock the PvP arena where you can go head to head with other players. PvP has never been my strong suit, but autoplay function is not active during this feature. You can also choose to have it on whilst playing in world. I personally prefer to turn it off, as I like feeling like I'm in charge of my own mobile destiny. And let's be honest, if you're going to play Black Desert, you're doing to play it for the pretties and the combat, so you might as well just do it yourself. There's also auto pathing just like the PC version, so no real change there. Another quality of life change that they made for the mobile version is the use of black stones. Yes, they're still a part of the leveling gear, but now your gear levels will be transferred to higher quality gear with ease. So that 7+ green gear you can have transferred to your new blue gear, and your gear will also no longer break when you're leveling it, which to me is a lifesaver, honestly. You can also enhance your Black Spirit with gear you've collected and you're not going to use. And also, after you defeat the boss Gaiath, you unlock the Black Spirit mode, which will run for about 3 hours after you've exited the game to continue garnering you XP and items. So to say that Black Desert hasn't gone all out on making their mobile game something unique, but a wonderful echo of the original game that we know and love, would be a straight up lie. This is perhaps one of the best mobile games I've played in all of my time. There's just so much to do. I will admit that the user interface feels a little clustery at the start and even overwhelming, but after I kept playing it for a while, things started to make sense to me and I felt less, I guess, baffled by it as time went on. I understand why they had to make each thing on there, as there is just so much to offer within the game itself. But you guys are going to have to see how you feel about it for yourself. Download it and try the game today. This is Mrs. Stix logging off for now. Bye!